New at 6:30, a local man believes a common medication used to stop motion sickness robbed him of 2 years of his life.
Como investigator Tracy Vetter discovered that this same medication can sometimes cause psychosis. Tracy?
You know, it's called transderm scopolamine. It's a patch placed just behind the ear that people often use when they go on cruises to combat seasickness. Well, Dave Mader says it turned him into someone not even his family recognized, and they want to warn you.
So just go ahead and get into your locker.
5 months ago, Dave Mader, walking down a hallway without assistance of any kind, was unimaginable.
This is really good for Leo.
Is it really?
Yes. I was on a 4-pin walker for almost a year.
2.5 years ago, at age 40, Dave suffered a severe stroke.
And then I feel a pop in the back of my head. And then all of a sudden I can't move. And then I just blacked out and I was done.
A recent MRI confirms the cause of the stroke is a small tangle of veins and arteries in the back of his skull.
And then a doctor and nurse came out and sat down, and all they could tell me is that my husband was bleeding in his brain. You're doing good.
What followed were 2.5 years of hell. And now Dave and his wife, Katie, believe a good portion of that hell was caused by a medication that doctors thought would help with his debilitating nausea, transderm scopolamine.
I'm upset that he suffered so long.
At first, doctors had high hopes, telling the Maders to expect a near full recovery in a year. Dave devoted himself to rehab.
Even if he was puking as he was going down the hallway, Dave was going to be working. You know what I mean? So he did. He responded really, really well to rehab.
To combat the nausea, Dave's doctor prescribed the scopolamine patch. And at first, he says it really helped. But within just 3 to 4 weeks...
So what happens first is my head started feeling really full all the time. And then my balance would go. And then nausea started coming back too.
Dr. Peter McGough is medical director for UW Neighborhood Clinics. He is not Dave's physician, but agreed to look over his medical chart.
In his chart especially, it was the confusion, it was difficulty thinking, almost psychosis.
Warnings on the transderm scope label include possible adverse reactions, the most serious of which include confusion, hallucinations, paranoia, and delusions. And the FDA reports receiving patient and physician complaints about symptoms when the medication is stopped, including dizziness, nausea, and vomiting, in some cases so severe they require medical intervention.
The brain is reacting to a powerful chemical, and when you take that chemical away, you're going to get a rebound effect.
That's exactly what happened with Dave Mader. Doctors kept him on the patch for 2 years because every time he removed it, he'd start vomiting. But even on the patch, his side effects just got worse.
There were a couple times where, literally he would fall like a tree.
But it was the mental side effects that nearly tore the Mader family apart. Dave says he felt like a passenger in his own brain.
So the worst was towards the end where I thought that everyone was out to get me.
Things got worse when, after 2 years on the medication, a new doctor told Dave he had to get off the patch. Withdrawal was torture.
He was crazy. He was saying things to me, cursing at me, calling me horrible things.
I didn't feel like I was controlling what I was doing for a long time. And that's scary because some of these stories I'm going, oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Dr. McGough says it's very uncommon for anyone to stay on a drug like scopolamine for 2 years.
Anytime we see something like confusion or other symptoms in patients that are on medications for long periods of time, we should always think about, is this being caused by medication they're on?
Just 9 days after removing the scopolamine patch.
So he hands me his walking stick, and he just takes off a walking. He walks about 10 feet, he steps down off the step, he puts his hands in the air, and he turns in a circle, and he tilts his head back, and he goes like this, and he goes, look at this, and I about burst into tears. You're like, hold on, you went too fast.
Dave now walks to his kids' bus stop every day without assistance, and once again, they have hope for a significant recovery. But they wonder what the use of the patch cost them.
Those 2 years will never get back. Those first 2 years when you rehab, you'll never get those 2 years back. I get tired too.
The Maders say they're not alone and have found dozens of other patients who've suffered severe side effects and withdrawal from this drug. They want the FDA to step in with stronger warnings and to require more research on the effects of long-term use.
If we could go so long and didn't know, it absolutely horrifies me to think that somebody else could be going through this, and there are.
If one person gets better because of this story, I'm a happy man.
On the market for years, this drug has helped many people deal with motion sickness. However, the drug manufacturer Sandoz Laboratories declined to answer our questions about those severe side effects. The FDA pointed us back to the warnings already on the label. The Maders refused to give up. They started a petition to the FDA for more research. There's a link to it on our webpage, comonews.com. Tracy Vetter, Como Investigators.
That is an amazing tale, Tracy. Thank you very much. If you have a story for the Como Investigators, we want to hear from you. Just call the number on your screen, 206-404-4444. You can also send us an email to investigators@comotv.com.